come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by my running mate here tonight. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, always a pleasure. Do you see the intensity in their eyes tonight? Do you see that passion? We're going to have a barn burner. Let's check it out.
You can see it. You can feel it. I know this takes you back. Let's do this thing. Won by the Utah Jazz. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. George to Leonard. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Mitchell with it up top. They trail by 2. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, he got a piece of it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Strong finish for Paul George.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Conley to Joe Ingles. Conley. Mitchell. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. Leonard to George. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Mitchell with the basketball. Now down 6. Bojan Bogdanovic. Tough matchup against George. Trying to cash in and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Paul George. Leonard. Big finish at the rim. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
To Conley. Joe Ingles. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. It's the Clippers with the possession now. And the rebound taken in by Utah. Conley into the front court. 8-2 our score. Five to shoot for Utah. Has a chance. Can't connect.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
And draws the contact. So, Rudy Gobert going to the line for 2 shots.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To George. Here's Leonard for 2. Not that time.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Conley. Jay, 48 wins for Utah last year. Good for 5th in the West. What's the forecast now?
I know Jazz fans may hate me on this one, but they'll be 5th or worse. And the reason why I'm saying this is that every team above them has 2 superstars or more. Who is going to be that second superstar to go along with Donovan Mitchell is a big-time question for Quinn Snyder.
Beverly to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it in the right corner. Paul George to Leonard. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 4. Good start.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Missed it. How'd that not go down? Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 7. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Paul George, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Conley into the front court. Margins 8. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard looking good. 4 for 5.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Gobert to Joe Ingles. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Beverly into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Leonard. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. Conley. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. They find themselves down 10. Gobert to Conley. Fires the 3, and the Clippers able to clear the board. Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 10. George, that's off the side of the rim, no good. Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Beverly.
So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in L.A. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in L.A. now. I don't know if Patrick Beverly's right on that one. Conley to Joe Ingles. Here comes the screen. Good. Off a spin.
Nasty. You better remember his number and not let that happen again.
Screen coming. Here's Leonard for two. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Joe Ingles. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Jazz have it. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Beverly to Leonard. Beverly to Leonard. Has a look. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Conley into the front court. Trailing by 10. To Gobert. Rudy Gobert. 2 for 3 now here in the first. Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. George to Beverly. Rudy Gobert rejects it. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Here's Exum. Down 8. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Leonard. It's Jazz ball. Easy path to the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Paul George to Beverly. To Leonard. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Leonard. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Exum into the front court. They trail by 7. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
To Joe Ingles. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Paul George. And the finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here's Exum. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. He gets it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
George to Leonard. And finishes strong. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To Joe Ingles. Down low for Gobert. And look out.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Short jumper off the mark. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. First quarter's complete. The Clippers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Clippers have the basketball. To Beverly. Leonard. Slam dunk. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Off the assist.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Paul George to Leonard. And a chance coming up at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Rudy Gobert returns last year. The Jazz go on their run. Jay, how reliant is Utah on the Frenchman?
I would say pretty heavily, considering he's the reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year. This team has to win it on the defensive end. That is the mentality of the Utah Jazz.
Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard against the former Hoya. Has a chance, somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Down to 5 on the 24. 4-3. Not getting the bounce. Beverly into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. To Williams. To Leonard. It's good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Has a look. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard. They've got it in the open floor. Beverly into the front court. The lead stands at 9. To Williams. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lou Williams. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. And they called a foul. Careful there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Short jumper stays out.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Beverly to George. Textbook body control on the Euro step.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Across the timeline, it's Conley, trailing by 11. Oh, lots of contact there. Still gets it to go.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Williams. They'll get it down to Leonard. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Green. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Into the game for Utah, number 44, Bojan Bogdanovic.
To Leonard.
Here coming left.
Tony Bradley.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Leonard to Harkless for 3. Can't blame the defense. Mo Harkless, tough 3.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Here's a chance from long range. Drains it.
And that's what this game is. As the game plays, you have to adjust on the fly. That delivers the element of surprise.
To Leonard. Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Conley. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Leonard. Nice pass to set things up.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Here comes the screen. Even to Zubac. Snatching it out of the air. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Jeff Green at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. First free throw is good.
For Utah, number 27, Rudy Gobert.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Jay, the Clippers last year were 2 games better than 500. Pretty amazing when you think about what they dealt with.
Most definitely. But everything for this Clipper organization starts with Lou Williams. He is the stud for this team. It's his second time in his career he's been named 6th Man of the Year. And that's why they signed the 31-year-old to a 3-year, $24 million deal.
And he throws it down. Rudy Gobert with the slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Williams to Leonard. Shot from the lane won't go. Conley into the front court. Down 12. Cruises inside for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Harkless. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. That one won't go. One more to come.
For Los Angeles, number 13, Paul George.
Conley into the front court. Down a dozen. Five to shoot for Utah. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. To Leonard. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Kawhi Leonard with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Leonard to Harkless. Rudy Gobert able to recover with the block. Across the timeline, it's Conley. 14-point deficit. Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Mike Conley trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. One free throw good, so he converts on the three-point play. And the lead down to 11. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Leonard. They get it to George. Down low. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Conley to Gobert. Conley. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Conley. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
It's good. And one.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Ivica Zubac at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 71% for his career. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Utah ball. Conley. Fires the three. It's no good. Shot's not going down. The follow won't go either. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Green. Rudy Gobert swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Conley into the front court. Down a bundle to Gobert. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Leonard to Paul George. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Kawhi Leonard has got 2 shots coming, shooting 80% in this contest. First one goes down.
Number 2. Into the game for the Los Angeles Clippers. Number 20.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Utah's got it. Conley to Joe Ingles. Down to Gobert. Tried to slam it down, but it comes out. Beverly into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball.
Here we go. Double team.
Leonard.
Double team.
Rudy Gobert tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And scores. Nice footwork to get around the defender.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Short jumper misses. Conley into the front court. Trailing by 15. Joe Ingles to Conley. To Joe Ingles. From long range, Ingles taking the momentum of the 2018 playoffs into that three.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Leonard. That misses with 3 seconds left. He'll let one fly from half court. First half comes to an end. It's been all Clippers so far.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Clippers entered halftime with a solid lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Jazz were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. Assists.
The Utah Jazz are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after 1 half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Jazz have the ball. Conley to Gobert. Takes stock of the floor. To Conley. Five to shoot for Utah. Beyond the arc for 3. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have.
And a putback slam.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the assist.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Joe Ingles. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Gobert. Even to Zubats with a piece. That's his 3rd block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Joe Ingles. To Conley. Here comes the screen. Conley matched up with Paul George. Clippers have the basketball. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. To Conley. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Beverly. And count the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys down big to Joe Ingles. Trying to cash in. Mike Conley. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup to Beverly. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Kawhi Leonard. Deep. Slams it home on the putback.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Conley to Joe Ingles. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from long range. Bojan Bogdanovic is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 86% from the line. Knocks down the first. And he hits the second. He missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. It's LA Clippers ball. To Williams. Probing the defense. Lou Williams. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Gobert. Throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
George. To Williams. LA with 4 to shoot. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Harkless. And the rebound taken down by the Jazz. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Gobert. Nothing going here on that drive. Williams across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Knocked loose. It's the Clippers with the possession now. fires the three. That out of his range and no good. To Conley. Mike Conley, now 4 for 9. To George. Bojan Bogdanovic pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Mitchell, defended by Harkless. To Conley. From the painted area, won't go down. Harkless to Paul George. To Williams. Here comes the screen. Williams. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Williams into the front court. Up a dozen. To George. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Paul George. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah. Great feed. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. That was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark. It doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Williams. To Harkless. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Williams. He was all over him. Has a chance. It's good. That's the kind of guy you allow to beat you. It doesn't go their way.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
To Harkless. To Williams. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Green with a shot that won't go down. Across the timeline, it's Conley. The deficit is 6. Mike Conley. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
That's no good. Conley into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. He throws it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And score. Strong take.
And don't you dare think about the fourth quarter yet. The only quarter that matters is the one you're playing in right now. Finish strong.
To Williams. Lou Williams. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Jeff Green here against Harkless. To Conley. Terrific vision. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Long key from 3/4 court. That ends the third quarter. The Clippers are out in front. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And that halftime lead, it was cut down in the third.
And just because the numbers on the scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum back, they're going to come back and win this game.
Short jumper misses. Count the basket inside.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
LA Clippers with the basketball. And the rebound taken in by the Jazz. Conley into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall. Harkless, guarded by Green. Goes to the left side. Beverly to Williams. LA with 4 to shoot. Williams. Not done yet. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
To Conley. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
And hits the first free throw.
Number 2.
And he makes them both. Williams across the timeline. Leads 1. Harkless. To Williams. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. From the outside, no good. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Here comes the screen. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Williams. To Beverly. Here comes the screen. Beverly. Williams. And he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
5 to shoot for Utah. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Beverly into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Harkless. To Beverly. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. Baseline drive. Mitchell to the basket, but he can't get it to go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
To Beverly. And the slam.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Not that time. Beverly into the front court. Up 6. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Closing out or contesting his shot is a really bad idea because now the offense knows they can extend you away from the basket, and that's away from your original position as being a help defender.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Conley. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. And the Clippers with the rebound. Count the basket.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys trail by 10. Deep right corner. Conley. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Williams to Paul George. Leonard to Beverly. It's PG for 2. And Green able to pull down the rebound. Rocking the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. And he throws it down. Rudy Gobert with the slam.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Green, tough matchup against George. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. It'll stay with Utah. New blood coming in for both sides. Mitchell against George. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
George. Not going down here. Conley into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. To Leonard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's shooting 71% so far. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Mitchell with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Gobert. Not that time. And count the basket inside.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Subbing in for the Utah Jazz.
Gets it in the right corner.
Hit coming.
5 to shoot for Utah. Mitchell. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Has a look. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Count the basket at the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Jazz have it. To Gobert. Clippers have got it. To Beverly. Leonard. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Utah with the possession. To Gobert. Mitchell. Deep two there, won't go. The follow won't go either. To Leonard. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Flushes it home.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Mitchell with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Joe Ingles. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Mitchell. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Trying to cash in. And the rebound taken down by the Clippers. It's LA Clippers ball. Harkless to Leonard. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Changes coming from both sides right now. To Joe Ingles. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to